We're starting. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 267 of the KBMOD podcast. It is February 26th, 2017. It's Oscar night, and guess what? The four of us, we're not watching the Oscars because we already know what was Best Picture. Katie, you want to share what that movie was? Or what's your Best Picture, Katie?
Was decent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I don't think Arrival.
I thought you were going to meme and say Suicide Squad just as a troll.
Oh my God. No, what a missed opportunity.
But they actually did, even though this is obviously, if you're listening to this recorded or watching the VOD, Suicide Squad did win an Oscar for Best Makeup. So,
Best Makeup next to Star Trek. So
okay.
Just let that simmer in.
Yeah, let it. But yeah, it's good to be back. I was absent last week. I was hanging out with my brother in New Jersey and his wife. It was a good time, but I would say I missed the cast. I mean, it was nice. It was nice to have to see everybody, but you know, I do enjoy coming here and getting to talk games and other tomfoolery with you guys. And this week we've got, I think this is a fresh face, not a fresh face to KBMOD or the community, but to the cast. We've got Not So Ordinary Gamer.
Hello.
Welcome.
We've got Brad. I just call you Not So, but I mean, we've got two Brads actually this week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Not So. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
No problem.
I thought it was about time. I mean, you've been a fixture in the KBMOD community. You're a fixture in my stream, and
you retweet always.
Yeah,
Yes.
And that alone is worth, a permanent spot.
Not So's a G. Like, not to like gush too much, but Not So's been doing stuff with KBMOD for a while. He's always whenever we do the extra, especially this year, we did the Extra Life weekend, right? He was in there pretty much the whole time, modding the whole time, like through all kinds of weird hours. So anyway, we appreciate all the work Not So does, and it's good to have him on. And of course, we've got Brad in his profile picture taking a photo of himself. It's pretty pretty cool.
Pretty good looking.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's pretty good because you can't see his face. The camera's covering his face, so. But it's a nice figure.
For some reason, you're still Mr. Leahy on the Pokemon, which is still just as good.
And see, this is all information that you guys could glean if you watched or listened live, watched live, and you can do that on twitch.tv/KBMOD. But
wait, I'm Mr. Leahy for you, Katie's then.
For me, yeah, still the Pokemon one.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope I'll talk about it in a sec.
Okay. But yeah, how's everybody been doing? We'll get into what we've been playing as always, but anything exciting happened this week? Any stories, any interactions with people that really left an impression on anybody? Katie Zen, I'll be remiss if I don't ask. You can be short. Any new Tinder?
Yeah, that's right. You missed a week.
I missed a week, so I didn't. It's been 2 weeks for me.
I've made progress in the smallest caliber.
Okay.
Since adapting the Hardballer Tinder bio, I have made one match.
Okay.
And they were
better than zero.
Not that bad looking. They looked pretty reasonably intelligent, which are really the only two things I need.
Okay.
And so I start talking to this person, and eventual, the usual icebreakers go down, and then I roll out, a decent, not a fuckboy question. I said, so tell me about yourself. What are you passionate about? And she said, I haven't really figured that out yet. No, I said, like, what are you passionate about, or what do you like to do in your free time? And she said, I haven't figured that out yet. And at that point, it just, and then I said, okay then, and then she never replied. So I had to let that one go. Wasn't really
another. You know what? That's the equivalent of like reeling in like a fish, and then looking at it for a little bit, holding your hand, and then you throw it back into the ocean.
Yeah, throw it back.
Throw it back. You know what? So, I was actually going to give her props for saying that she hadn't figured out what she's passionate about yet. But if their question was, what do you actually like do for fun or whatever, or like what do you enjoy doing, and she had no answer for that, that's a little bit of a red, like.
Yeah, I should have said. Yeah,
it's a little bit of a red flag. Though maybe you're okay then. Kind of ended all conversation. That's a little bit. I don't know how else to take that, but she probably was like, all right, this dude's judging me, so I'm out.
I'm sure you can find something in your mind to give me other than you haven't figured it out yet. You're more than 20 years old. You've had a lot of time on this earth. There's some things you're into, like
You would think.
it's not like you have to
but maybe
sit
she's
down
just
and
in a
think
weird
about it.
place in her life. Maybe she I don't know, used to collect bugs and she's out of that phase now. She doesn't know what her life will look like, in the next couple months.
I mean, I would take that, really.
You would take a
Like,
bug.
I would take anything.
A
Not
bu-
that
just-
I
yeah,
haven't figured it out yet.
You just wanted some kind of. See, I think she was. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say I think she was trying to be mysterious, maybe, a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like maybe.
I just want to say here that
Yeah.
Katie's End is a fucking hookup app. So I mean, like,
That's true. That's also very true.
Like maybe she just wanted to bang you. To be honest.
I mean, I've met
but then
plenty of people.
you fucking ruined it with like, so what do you do for fun? Like,
What? Okay, it wasn't phrased like,
Hey, so what do you think the meaning of life on this existence is?
that's what I took it as. Hearing that, that's what I.
when Brad's on Tinder, he's only there to fuck. So Brad's trying to get in
That's right.
the mindset.
of course. No, it was word for word. What do you do in your free time? What are you passionate about? And I
mean,
think
that
she
is
wasn't
that's a pretty innocuous. I mean, that's like icebreaker level questions. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even if you're going to stick your penis in somebody or vice versa. I mean, that's pretty innocuous. I mean, I know some people just get right down to it, but I don't know. I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Though my question is, are you Oh, nice. We're getting some Harambe spam in chat. There we go.
Oh,
Getting cleaned
where's
up.
this coming from?
I don't know.
Suddenly.
We just had some Harambe. We had like
We got attacked
two
by
people,
Harambe.
3 people.
Wow.
Oh, no, we've got
Oh,
more.
okay.
All right. I don't
There
know.
goes.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Goodness.
Wow. They're derailing the podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, wow.
listener.
Well, this is what they want. It's pretty impressive.
That was
though.
successful, though.
Yeah, that was successful
Yeah.
because the audio listen. I'm not editing this out. So basically, what happened was we got Harambe bombed by like 4 different people. I'm actually impressed with their
Yeah.
with their
With
coordination,
that coordination.
especially
That was an
to do
organized Harambe
Like,
attack.
I feel like they must be from like a 6th world country where Harambe has just filtered down and they think it's the funniest thing ever. That's pretty impressive.
Oh my god.
Shout out to you guys. But yeah, all right. Well, that's interesting. Do you do any of the other? Have you ever done eHarmony or any of the more serious dating apps? Do you do any of those?
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Craigslist.
I
Craigslist.
don't think.
That is
yeah,
the most
Craigslist,
serious.
yeah. No, I don't think I'm at that point yet.
Let me know if you ever need any help writing Craigslist personals. I'm pretty good at that. Could help you.
Yeah, I'll reach out. I've got a bio on Facebook Marketplace that getting a lot of hits on there.
God damn it.
Are you on the Let Go app?
No, I should be though.
Dude, honestly, yeah. Do people hook up on the? I mean, I'm on the Let Go app selling shit. I have to say, Let Go. I've sold everything on there that I've tried to sell. I also had a dude review me. So I sold a what's it called? Not a Nerf gun. A gun. Why can't I think of what it's called? Anyway, it was a gun. It was a toy gun.
Airsoft?
Airsoft. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of airsoft.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an airsoft gun, but I'd never used it before, so I sold it. And let me actually, you know what? I'm actually going to read it because I was so proud of this. Because you can review people on the app afterwards so that, like, people are more apt to, I guess, buy from you. It doesn't really matter. Most people are just looking for something. But I got such a glowing review from this dude. I was 5 stars, too. And I was like, wow, this is like, just like he's reviewing the podcast, except I know he didn't know what the podcast was. But it was fucking amazing. One review. Let me read this. This is from John. He said, polite. Showed up on time, quick responses, fair prices, helpful, trustworthy. He was very cool to deal with, nice and polite. Would recommend product. Product was in fantastic condition as he said it was. 5 stars.
Damn.
This guy didn't have to do any. This guy bought this from me. I'm never gonna see him again, and he went out of his way to come on my profile and leave beautiful words. I mean, my interaction with this dude lasted 2 minutes, and he got all that.
That makes me
Well-dressed,
think
smelled nice.
you probably gave him a really good deal.
I did give him a really good deal. To be fair, it was I wanted to get rid of it, but it was an airsoft gun that was probably worth. I mean, brand new condition, it was like 150, 200, and I ended up selling it to him for like it was like $80 in cash. I just wanted to get cash for it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to get that but it was basically never used. So yeah, I mean, I was just honest, and you know what? So I guess this is a lesson that sometimes in life, people will just do nice things. I mean, I gave him a good deal, to be fair, but he didn't have to do anything else. I mean, he gave me the money. So, Who knows? Maybe this is also someone said he's expecting to suck. So maybe this is like a feeble attempt for him to reach out and be like, oh, maybe Scott will get in contact with me. I don't think so.
You might have given him the wrong idea.
No, it was for
Because
his
of just how
kid. It was
pleasant
for
you
his
were.
kid, he said. But I guess that doesn't mean anything. He said it was for his son.
Oh, I see.
But what are you going to
Cool.
take a check? Honestly, I've taken a check on Let Go. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I've never taken a check. But I did actually. Well, I told that story where people tried to scam me. Well, Craigslist, the old scam on Craigslist, where they're like, "We will send a bank note check." Yeah, that shit happens all the time. Anyway, so, all right, so nothing too new other than that one match. That's cool. Not so anything exciting happening, Brad? Anything?
Well,
Sure.
I mean, after you being put on that pedestal by that Let Go app, I mean, my
No.
life seems pretty mundane.
Everything pales in comparison to that.
Yeah.
feel
I mean,
you.
I've just had a couple of phone interviews for jobs, and I set up a consultation to have my first tattoo. That's about it.
That's exciting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you like when you did your consultation, like you find your artists and everything, or like that? You
Yeah.
do it for sure. Okay. What are you getting, if I may
What?
ask?
Yeah. What's the tattoo?
What's the dirt?
So,
Suicide.
I'm sure I'll
Squad.
post a bunch of I'm sure I'll post a bunch of pictures when I get it, but it's basically just it's music related
Okay.
from one of my favorite artists.
Are you getting it? Okay. Where on the body are you getting it?
My left forearm.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty big.
I like it. I'm jealous. I've been wanting to get ink for a long time, but I have this thing called a pussy. Between my I'm just kidding. I really do want to do it. I just need to suck it up and do it. Also, it's priced. How much you gonna end up spending, or do you not know yet?
It's gonna be like 250.
Okay. I like you
That's
going on. I like you going on the forearm though, and not like pussyfooting around it. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be in display. That's cool. Katie Zen, what is going to be your first tattoo? You have any thoughts on? Are you ever going to tattoo your body?
Ooh. I've definitely thought about it. I think I had a couple really. I'd have to remember. I had a couple ideas.
For some reason, I just see Katie Zane getting like a tramp stamp, but then it's fucking tater tots or something.
Oh my god.
It's Wendy's fondue fries, right in the right above the hole. I mean,
It's like pouring down.
oh
No, it's-
no!
oh my
It's-
God.
No.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Oh no!
There's like
Wow.
some little bits of. There's like a guacamole tattoo. It's
Oh
right on.
man, it's all the
Like,
it's all the foods we ever discuss in the podcast. You dedicate your life to getting it tattooed around on your body, and the number of the episode.
um,
No, sorry, you were gonna actually answer
Like-
for real. What was the? What did you thought of
no, I'm not too set in stone on anything yet. Like I don't have anything that I'm really go to. I definitely like what I'm thinking about. I mean, I want it to look cool, but also have like some kind of meaning, you know?
that? Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, think
but I
that's-
mean, nothing against people who just like get a bunch of tattoos just because they look cool, because they do look like radical.
yeah,
but,
Yeah.
hmm
But yeah, I'm just still thinking about it. But a part of me just wants something simple, like there's this show that my brother and I watch, and like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. All the people in like the family have like a star tattoo, and it's like a star tattoo on their shoulder. And so we were both talking like getting just like a little small star on our shoulder, something like small like that.
Mhm.
But then, but that's not. I mean, I want to get like something nice. I don't know.
I mean, I agree.
I feel
think
like the more I
think
talk, the worse my answer gets.
no, that's fine. I mean, I think the nugget of truth that I'm really grasping on from your answer is the wanting to have it mean something, at least for the first one, and so that's why I'm getting the pepperoni hot pocket nutritional facts
Oh
on
my
on
God.
my forearm for my first, because it just
Yo,
means a
for
lot to
real,
me.
I kind of want a barcode of something so I can like just something really obscure so I can go to random stores and like. But I think
That's
the
not a bad
way
idea.
that
Ah.
scans are done, like I think it varies by store. So
Mm,
I'd have to do something that's gonna be around for like ever.
yeah, that's true.
The one idea that I'm just really toying with is it's this child, and he's jumping off of my nipple, and he's got a Lunchables chicken dunker, and the ketchup thing is on my belly button, and he's about to launch it in there.
That's actually
Wow.
incredible. I
Thinking
really
about
hope
that.
you do that, because that's actually really good.
Yeah, that's
He's
a good
breaking through tables and like other Lunchables, like like the pizza Lunchables. Those are getting
Yes.
blown away, and the message for that is just really, you gotta filter out the weakness in life, and just go for what you really want, and that's a chicken dunker Lunchable.
Dude, I honestly have never. I love pizza Lunchables still, but I've never had the chicken dunker. I never had the chicken dunker Lunchable.
Oh, that was my life, dude.
Man, chicken dunkers. Wow.
I'm gonna get that commissioned. That sounds actually great.
No, actually, honestly, everyone in chat's loving that. I think that's amazing. Yeah. That's some commitment, but that'd be pretty good. All right. What have you been playing, gentlemen? What games have been taking up our time?
Here, I just want to.
Oh, sorry. Did you have more real life?
No,
stuff?
it's cool. So I went to PDX Land last weekend.
Ah, yes. You did.
Oh, yes.
Talk to me about
and that was pretty tight. So it's last week was my last week of work. I quit, and then I went to PDX Land, made a video on it. But yeah, it was pretty nutty. It's
you made a video on it, Brad? Where can people see that video, man? I'm not sure. Where is that?
Well, now I have enough.
Link.
Now I have enough subscribers for my own URL. But
Whoa.
But if you just search Hutchison15 on YouTube, you can find my channel. But yeah, I did like my favorite builds of PDX Land, and some of the mods that people did were just like completely out there. I didn't get footage of this one, but somebody had a Nicolas Cage PC, and it was like vinyl wrapped in like Nicolas Cage memes, and then like his acrylic side panel even had like Nicolas Cage like engraved into it and shit. It was crazy.
Wow, that is commitment. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, the lighting was pretty bad, so I couldn't get video on it. But yeah, it was nutty. But yeah, so played in the Overwatch tournament, which they did weird. I bitched about their tournaments in the past. I think didn't win anything, but it still was fun. You know, I drank a little, played video games all weekend. It was pretty cool. If you guys haven't been to a LAN party, you should go to one like in your lifetime, like just to experience like the pure stench.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how did it smell? As they were going on?
They try and manage it so they close the doors at 3. Which when I was telling Brandon, he's like, I've never heard of a LAN party closing doors at night, and like making people go home.
Right.
But they do it on purpose to make them go home and hopefully shower. So like, and that helps, but it's never enough. There's like one dude in the room that like stinks up a whole fucking corner.
God, that's the worst.
God damn it.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then like, being that we're in Oregon, weed is legal, so it's like
right.
Sometimes if you go by an aisle, like there's a dude that just reeks of like Old Spice, BO, and weed, and it's horrible. And then there's like fucking day old Pizza Hut over there, and
Oh
God
my
damn
God.
it.
God, that smell picture you're creating for me right
Just
now.
sounds dreadful.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, after that weekend, I do not want to have Chipotle ever again. Not for a long time.
That's all you ate?
Well, yeah. So my buddies went to go get dinner. I was playing games, and they picked me up food, and it was Chipotle. Okay. The next day, my buddies, they eat Chipotle so much, and they have the rewards thing that they got enough to do the catering thing for free.
Oh, wow.
So there's like, so you had to eat Chipotle for 4 months straight, and like at least 12 times in a month for those 4 months. So like, they ate a shit ton of Chipotle just to get the free catering option for us. And they fucked up and actually bought catering for everybody without using the rewards.
Oh,
so we had catering. We had Chipotle cater for us twice during the LAN party.
Oh my God.
That's
so much.
I never want to eat Chipotle for
That's some exposure therapy right there to never wanting Chipotle again. Wow.
And I thought, maybe I would come out of it with like E. coli.
True.
But
that's always
they really have solved their problem there, so it's safe to eat at Chipotle.
I guess you would know by now. I guess you would be sick already. I was gonna say, could be sitting dormant, just waiting.
Just waiting to kick in my sleep. But yeah. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, so that's my exciting time. I went to PDX LAN. Have another LAN party coming up next weekend. Quit my job.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. How was the last week of work? How did that go?
Pretty good actually. I didn't come out. I worked from home, the majority of it. But yeah, just getting things wrapped up, transferred to like the person that's going to be taking over a lot of my responsibilities. But
right.
it feels good because now I can start my own channel. I've really wanted to. I know I've talked to you a lot about it, Scott. And I feel like this is just like a good push in that direction now. It's like, okay, I know what it's like at this level. Now I just need to like have fun with it, make my own content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know.
Exciting times. Brad is a free man. Making the content he wants to make. Controlling his own destiny. I mean, that's, you know, if I was making a trailer for your life, Brad, that's how I would. Well, obviously there'd be music and stuff, and the voice would be deeper.
Just really hyped up.
That's where I would go. All right, that is cool. All right, so gaming wise, let's start with you, Katie Zen, though. I know you're itching to talk about this Weeb game, that franchise that you've been playing.
Yes. Yeah.
So go ahead. Let's just get that out of the way now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And talk to us
I
about...
won't spend 15 minutes
No,
as much as I want to. I won't. But
talk to us.
I've been talking the last few weeks. This game near Automata or near Automata. It hasn't come out in the U.S. yet. It comes out on the 7th of March, but it's already come out in Japan and like some other countries. And if you make an account for that region, you can actually just download it on the store as long as you have. Like I ended up buying like Japanese PSN like yen cards to like download the game, which oddly enough comes with full English UI and full English language. So no idea why there's a 2-week delayed release. So, but anyways, that's what I've been playing. I've gotten all the endings so far. I mean, I won't spoil anything for sure, but that game is fucking incredible, man. Like, just it's an open world action RPG. It's made by. It's near Automata, or I'm pretty sure it's near.
Oh, so it's
Automata.
not Legend of Zelda. Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
Is it better? Is it better?
I think it's gonna be better.
Ooh.
Honestly, okay. I think it's just a phenomenal game. Like, it's made by Platinum Games, who made Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising, some of the best action games, and directed by. I mean, just a quick fill-in if you are familiar. Director Yoko Taro, he's always made really weird games that haven't been made by good developers, but he's finally made a game with a really competent developer, and it's just amazing. Like the story, it's really well told. The gameplay, it's like exploring the open world of that game is just, it's really fun also, and probably has, I mean, honestly, the best soundtrack of any game I've ever played. Like, the music in that game is just phenomenal.
I've heard a lot of best ofs for you.
It's that good.
Okay.
And I knew going in I was just gonna love this game. Like I like disappointment wasn't even like a possibility, because like it was one of those like, how can they fuck this up? Like they have a dream team of like video game developers working on this game. So, but yeah, that was amazing. That was all I played though. But yeah. It's out on PS4, and it's also going to come out on PC, but we don't know what the release date is yet. But yeah, definitely.
Say the name one more time for people that that are into those action JRPGs.
Yes, it's Nier Automata. Nier is spelled Nier, and then Automata. The game's amazing.
Okay, there you go.
That's all I played.
Katie's end stamp of approval on that. How could you? That's
definitely one to look out for this year as far as like Game of the Year contenders.
Gotcha.
It's amazing.
Sweet. Okay.
What about go on and on?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I have to say, that was succinct, to the point, and also included your glowing praise. So.
And one more thing about it too, it's not like Final Fantasy 15 in that.
And there goes the succinct. No, sorry.
No. Real quick, it's just it doesn't feel like super uncomfortably Japanese. Like it's definitely weird at points, but that's like part of the story. And
okay,
I feel like a lot of people, it's impossible to not enjoy this game. I mean, I probably don't mean that. I'm probably just really like hyped up on it right now.
I know for a fact Brad's just going to get this when it comes out on PC, just so that he can comment that he.
Yeah, he's
didn't
gonna get
enjoy
a
it.
review code. He's gonna play it for.
He's
an
gonna be like,
hour
I
and
played
just-
it for an hour. It's too Japanese.
It's not for me.
He's gonna be over it. Come on, Brad. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
I-
you weren't thinking it.
So many times my jaw.
Sorry,
just-
man. I blacked out once
Oh.
you said like, oh, it's Japanese, but the subtitles are really good and shit. And then it was like, I've been gone ever since.
Yeah, but yeah, it's great.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Stop me. Someone else.
Nier Automata. Nier
Automata.
Automata. There it is. All right. All right. What about you, Natso? What you been playing?
So I've been playing some Rocket League. I've been
Mhm.
grinding some ranked doubles and triples. And actually, last week, Flanzy and I played against somebody at PDX LAN.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's
we
right.
beat him. We beat a staff member there. And we got Hutchison to go see the guy. And then he sent us a picture of him flipping us off.
I saw that on Twitter. I saw that. It is a small world, isn't it? Look at that. That's amazing.
And other than that, I played some H1Z1 Just Survive to see how that has been panning out since the whole split between Just Survive
Ooh.
and King of the
Yeah.
Kill. And
yeah.
let's just say it hasn't been doing very well.
I was just gonna say, did anybody play that mode? That because I didn't. even think-
Actually, there was just an update, and we happened to get on like right after the update. So there was a lot of people on, I guess,
Mhm.
trying it out.
Yeah.
But it's still on the old map. It's so far behind King of the Kill, and it's so glitchy and so bad. Like I tried to like rebind keys, and then it still wouldn't work, and it was just a mess.
Okay. So you would
And-
not recommend right now.
Not recommend. Not recommend. And then finally, I was playing the Hunter, the free to play version that came out forever ago.
Yes.
Because they just came out with a new game this week. I think it's like Call of the Wild or whatever. It's like $30 instead of free to play and then microtransactions.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking if I still like the free to play one, I mean, why would I pay for like microtransactions? But I still don't think it's going to be worth $30. I might wait till it goes on sale to get the new one. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Yeah. For people who haven't played that, it's just like arcade hunting game or what? Like.
So it's like a open world.
Okay.
Like there's like 10 different maps, and basically it's free to play, and then you have to buy like licenses, or when you first sign up, they give you like a week of like being able to hunt like everything,
Okay.
and then you literally have to walk around at this incredibly slow pace for about an hour before you see anything, and you have to
Wow.
track like these trails and stuff. And it's like really, really realistic, and like you have to use calls and stuff,
Dang.
and then you kill something, and then it's just like, oh, you killed it with the wrong gun, you're screwed.
Oh, really? If you kill, you
Yeah.
can kill it
Oh,
with
if
the
you-
wrong
if-
gun? Oh no.
Yeah, and then like you get messages from this guy named Doc, and he gives you like these ridiculous messages. He's like, I see you killed a pheasant with the wrong gun. You know how I know? I was hiding in a bush as a mushroom or something like that. It's just like the dumbest shit ever.
You're really selling this game to me, man. I might have to try it
But
out.
yeah,
Wow.
but apparently like the new one has like better graphics and better AI and stuff. So I mean, if you don't want to pay for, you know, short term and you think you're going to play a lot of it, it might be, you know, willing to pick up the new one.
Okay. Wow. I mean, just the fact that there's a dude hiding in a bush, supposedly, to
Yeah.
mock you when you fuck up is that's a selling
Yeah.
point right there. Okay. Brad, what about you? What you been playing?
A lot of H1, H1Z1.
Okay.
Um,
I'm assuming
Overwatch.
King of the Kill, not the.
yeah,
what-
King of the Kill.
Okay.
Which God, it's still fucking broken, but nobody really gets the pace / like adrenaline going for me like that game does though. But when the game's broken, it's shitty. What else? I've been playing. Sorry, drawing a blank now. Overwatch, of course. When I was at the LAN, I played Genital Jousting. I don't know if you've ever played that.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
it's the little
ridiculous.
penises jousting each other. Yeah.
Yeah,
I played that in real life, but I know they made a game based on it. But yeah.
right. Yeah, and I imagine you've taken a lot of dicks in the butt, Scott. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I was.
there's
I
that.
never am so much jousting. It's more genital receiving is what I would describe.
Right.
The real life.
You get points for that too. So I
You
mean,
do.
good for you.
You do. They changed it for the game, but
And that's kind of and Rust does.
still. Oh yeah. So Russ is right now in a state of. I saw your tweets today about how, Russ is
Dude, Reddit.
paying
Okay,
too much
that's the
attention to the
thing.
community.
I genuinely feel bad for some of the developers for the Rust community, like that are making Rust right now, because the Reddit community is so fucking cancerous. Like, a dude made a mistake, and like the game's clearly in alpha still, but like the dude made a mistake, and like they had to roll back a change or something like that,
Right.
and the community just had a huge fit because they're like, well, now you better reset all the servers and all this other stuff, and telling this developer like all these things, like what's wrong with him. It's like, dude, you just made a genuine mistake. There's like a team of like less than 10 people working on
Right.
this game. Like,
Right.
you paid $20 for this alpha game.
Relax.
Like,
Yeah.
but because they're so transparent with their community, and because they interact with their community so much, and they've laid out everything that they're going to be doing with the game and stuff like that, the community has developed this like sense of entitlement, and like because they have this sense of entitlement, they just feel like so much is owed to them, and I don't know, they just like have this disrespect for the mods when like, or not the mods, the devs, when the devs don't have to do any of this like transparency,
Right.
communication, or anything like that. It's a privilege, not a right. I mean, like, look at No Man's Sky. Like, there's no communication there, but like these guys are choosing to be like involved with their community, with the people that are actively playing their game. And what do they get from it? They get nothing but like a bunch of edgelords from fucking Reddit like talking shit to them anytime like the devs like make a mistake in a fucking alpha. So
Yeah.
just pisses me off.
Okay.
But-
So.
Sorry, didn't mean to go on a little mini rant
No,
there.
it's
But yeah,
good, man. It's
playing
good
Rust.
to hear.
Yeah.
It's good to hear developers somewhat defended. Well, as long as they're not Valve, on this cast for me. No, but no, I feel what you're saying. Okay, some empathy for the developers of Rust. It's good. It's good to have empathy on this cast because usually, I feel like most of the time we're upset about something, but I think it's a lot of times justified. Maybe I'm just that's myself, but okay, well that's good. I've been playing a mix of stuff. I started this last week. I actually tried Arma 3 for the first time. Like because people have been saying like, hey, it's fun. You can do the role play servers if you don't want to play like the actual like hardcore mission stuff, or you can do scenarios. So just playing with a group of people doing the community made scenario stuff, and so many of them are. I mean, they're fucking terrible. Most of them, they're so bad. So where you can you make the mission editor and do all that stuff. So Timmy and I and a couple other people have been playing. We did this one. We did this one. So there's horror ones, which are kind of like sound cool in theory, but we did this one called the Mothman. Okay, so based on the Mothman prophecies, which I guess some people are too young to really know what that is, but obviously like a legend, all this stuff. There was a movie about it with Richard Gere back in the day, but based on somewhat of like true events, I guess, of something that happened in this town. And it starts out like with like pretty decent music, and like there's actually a little bit of voice acting, and I was like, man, this would be really like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of atmospheric, and then it just fucking devolves into absolute like just insanity. There's a sound clip because a lot of it's obviously triggered. Like you're looking for clues, and the way that they do it is there's coordinates that the characters are telling you on the map. So you go to the coordinates and it triggers an event. Well, one of the events that it will randomly trigger is this 13-year-old. It sounds like screaming into his mic as loud as he can and attempting to peak it, but like with effects on it, and you can't. It's like. I wish. Oh God, I can't even replicate it. But it is so earth-shatteringly loud, and it will just keep triggering. So like you'll just be walking around, and all of a sudden it will just start doing it over and over again. And
what game is this again?
This is Arma 3, but it's a scenario
like a
thing.
mission
Like
somebody's
missions.
made,
Yeah, you can play that
my
the community
God.
makes. And it was just so funny. Like the first couple times are funny, and then by the end of it, you're like, oh my God, please fucking stop! I never want to hear that scream again. and it's just kind of broken till the end. So we ended up playing it one day and didn't finish it. Also randomly in that mission, you'll just get randomly RPG'd from the sky. You'll like everybody will die. So just a random RPG will come down and kill everybody, and you'll be like, I don't know what just happened. And it turns out at the very end of the mission, Jeff Zomagoras, who is also often in chat here and in my chat, we were sticking it out because everyone was like, "Oh, I'm over this." We got to the end, and at the end you get there's a tank, and once you kill the person controlling the tank, basically you win the mission. And it turns out at the very end, we didn't get this far because we just gave up because we didn't know where to go. But you go to this fire, and it's just this burned tank that the dude put in there, and it says like you found the Mothman, and that's it.
What?
And the mission fucking ends.
Oh
So
my God.
we didn't even get that far, but we basically like did all the major stuff that you could do. But anyway, it's like I'm enjoying it. It's fun to goof around. It's definitely fun with friends. I can totally see the appeal to it. I like doing the actual serious missions and stuff like that. I didn't really like. I don't think I would enjoy doing the more realistic stuff, like where you're, like because you can play against the bots and do there's like established scenarios and all that stuff. That's not really for me. I haven't done any roleplay server stuff, but I think at some point I might try that. But there's enough of those community scenarios to keep you entertained for a while, so I'll definitely be doing more of that. Like there's an X-Files one which we're gonna try. I'm excited about. So I've been playing that, and that was neat. Getting used to like the UI and all that stuff is a whole nother like, because I did play a little bit of DayZ way back in the day, but that was forever ago. And Arma, if you guys have played it, it's not exactly intuitive, I would argue, at all. It's like it's not terrible,
really?
but compared to like the UIs of a lot of stuff, it's like all right, middle mouse click or right click, or you have to know like where on the gear. Oh, okay, you have to go to his pack. It's just stuff that's not necessarily for me intuitive when it comes to those kind of games, but I don't really play games like that very often. So
Are you gonna get into the ERP stuff?
I don't know. Like I'm down to try it at some point. Some people are like, I don't know. There's definitely mixed reactions in my chat if people want me to try it, but I think it'd be fun to at least try once. And if I don't like it, I won't keep doing it. But I've seen enough like Arma RP videos where I'm like, sometimes it turns out to be pretty funny.
Right. I
It
think
just
I
depends.
think there's a few gems in there, but it's really a kind of have to put in time to get something out of it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've been playing
I
that.
don't know.
So do you play much? Have you played Arma much, Brad, at all? Like Arma 3 or any of the?
No, you know what? I was dumb and so I pre-ordered Arma 3 thinking that the DayZ mod was gonna get to Arma 3 because it was on Arma 2, and I love the DayZ mod on Arma 2.
Right.
So then I played a little bit of Arma, and then fucking DayZ came out as a standalone game. So after that, I was like, well, okay, I'm not playing this. So so no, not really.
Okay. So doing that, and then also just Counter-Strike as per usual, and then also just Rainbow Six continually in the diet. Still enjoying that game though. Fuck man, it can be. Uplay and Ubisoft and servers and all that shit can be frustrating. Trying to think of anything else major that I missed. Those were definitely the core. Obviously the YouTube game. We had episode 19. That was on Saturday. Hardballer joined me, so that was a lot of fun.
Where can people catch the VOD?
Where can people catch the VOD? It's a great question. You can actually catch the VOD on my YouTube, youtube.com/APLFisher. Full VOD is up. You can also watch it. You can go to my Twitch page, but watch it on my YouTube so I can get ad revenue views. I would much appreciate that. Thank you. Full sellout.
Yeah.
But no, it was a lot of fun. We uncovered some good stuff. We found some funny videos. We found no joke, like a stick cult. A group of people who seemingly worship this stick named Stickopolis. Anyway, I won't spoil too much of it, but you really should watch the entire thing because it all connects. Like, as much as people think that I'm just, making all these connections and shit, once you're in it, dude, everything it all ties together. It's crazy. Everything's connected. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. It was fun to have Hardballer. He was a good time and a good guest to have. And also I wanted to mention real quick, last week I saw Lego Batman, the new Lego Batman movie, which was fucking incredible, just so good. If you saw the first Lego movie and know like the tone, it's exactly like that. I would argue it's even better. I think I liked it better than the first Lego movie. Lego Batman it's really smart. The voice acting's amazing. The animation's amazing. There's a lot of shit that's gonna be flying over the kids' heads. So it's just smart. It's like smart comedy. Like you can go as an adult and like I was belly laughing like almost the whole time.
Because I watched the first Lego movie and I remember like just not really liking the Batman character in that. I thought he was annoying.
In this,
Like,
he's really he's really good in this. He's really good in this.
Okay.
I can see. Yeah, I think you would really like it. Because I know exactly what you're saying, and I kind of had that. I'd heard it was good, but I went in with that same kind of thing. Like, oh, he didn't really seem to be, like, he was a little bit annoying. Wasn't a great focal point in the first one, but
Yeah.
there's enough other things around him, and he's like, the way that they write him, he's really endearing in the next movie. So,
Okay, cool.
I also, and then tonight, before the cast, Sham and I and Allison went and saw Get Out, the new Jordan Peele.
Oh, I'm dying to see that.
I knew it was going to be good because I'd seen the rave reviews. I'd looked at Rotten Tomatoes. I knew it was going to be good, but I went in with extremely high expectations, and it blew them out of the water, which is fucking crazy because I don't think my expectations could have been higher. It's
Awesome.
probably one of the best movies I've seen in the last 10 years. Easy.
Really?
It's like it's so good that I was like, as soon as I was out of the theater, I was like, this is going to be one of those like classic. You know, it does so many. I don't want to spoil anything because you should go. Try not to. I mean, you can see the trailer. The trailer doesn't really give too much away, but try to go in without any, without any spoilers or whatever, because it's really good. I just can't recommend it enough. You should go see it. It's
Okay.
I don't think I'm overstating it because to do kind of what he did in that genre, because it's also funny. Like it's really tense the whole time, and there's definitely elements of horror. But it's also really funny and just extremely well written, and the acting in it, every actor in it is fantastic. So,
Oh yeah,
Go
I
see
remember
it.
the lead role. I remember he
Yeah.
was from like the second episode of Black Mirror, and he just killed it. Like
Yep.
he was amazing in that one.
yep, yeah, everybody's really good. I'm excited. I want you guys to see it so that we can talk about it like next week or in a couple weeks. So, let me
Okay.
know when you see it so we can do it. But yeah, that was really good. I saw that tonight, and I think that'll get
Awesome.
me caught up on everything. As far as what we've been playing, doing, real life stuff. But the next question is, what's been going on in KBMOD, Brad? Talk to me about that.
Enlighten
Yes.
people.
So it's a relatively light week right now, but it looks like we have a new video by Zumar, where he made another episode of Flavor of the Week, where they are playing Forza Horizon 3. If you didn't watch the first one, you definitely should. They're pretty good. They're pretty funny, reminiscent of kind of old school KBMOD days. You should definitely check that out. That's on, if you go to kbmod.com or a YouTube channel, you can find this there. And then Suro6 made a review on Halo Wars 2, and you should check that out as well. So, yeah, that's all that's been going on. kbmod.com, where you can find all that stuff. And of course, we have all our regular scheduled Twitch streams going on throughout the week. So if you haven't already, give us a follow, and you should get notifications for those. So
There you go. So check it out. KBMod.com. Again, like Brad said, check out the Twitch stream stuff. Always things happening. Appreciate all the community members and stuff contributing. You guys are the real MVPs. So, news. Let's get into some news here. This first story, I mean, whenever we get on this podcast and we come on here, we talk about issues that, like, when you think of lightning rod topics, guys, I want to just throw a word out there. Paladins. What is that? What does that evoke? Strong feelings, right, Katie? When I say paladins,
Oh.
I think
Next to
Overwatch.
nothing, really.
you think Overwatch, yeah, savage. But no. So what we're going to talk about here. So there's a bit of anger in the paladins community over some pay-to-win changes as players view them in the latest patch. I know I'm being facetious here because I know people play paladins, but like you said, a lot of people think Overwatch or other things. But no, it's high res's, maybe answer to Overwatch or very similar game in a lot of ways. But there was a rollout that there's this new in-game currency called Essence in the open beta patch 44 that was rolled out last week, and basically you can get these Radiant chests are now purchasable for 3,000 gold, which is an in-game currency that you get by playing the game. And so instead of awarding gold for any duplicate items they contain, players now get essence, which is used to unlock the high-end cards. So basically, under the previous system, gold did the trick, so players willing to do a little grinding could advance at a reasonable rate without having to spend any money. And basically the community is saying, and the problem is that the ratio they're saying is totally out of whack for how long you have to play, basically, to be able to unlock these crates with essence now. And that basically, you know, people are just going to pay because the grind is 100% not worth it anymore. Which isn't anything, you know, I guess that's nothing new when it comes to free-to-play games, right? Like, so you were saying something a little earlier, like, you know, it's not shocking. You weren't shocked by this.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if is that like really a story. I guess if you're really invested in, I guess the real question I have, and the reason we're talking about this, is I don't think I've talked to again, I'm not gonna say that like I have the biggest, like I'm around the biggest gaming community all the time, but I don't think I've talked to a single person who has mentioned the word or game Paladins to me in the past like 3 months. Like, do you guys like? I'm just being
It's not the
honest.
most popular.
No. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, there you go. It's a story. Does most people are probably playing Overwatch. I'm not saying it doesn't mean Paladins is a bad game or whatever. I haven't played it myself. But the other question I kind of want to ask is like, can a game like Paladins live? I mean, it's not exactly the same because Overwatch is a game that has a much, actually has a price point. But what do you think, Brad, in the world of, you were joking about Overwatch, you know, I call it Overwatch, but do you think games like Paladins and stuff can survive in the world of like the juggernauts, like Overwatch? I guess Overwatch is the juggernaut. I was going to say world of, but they've taken that kind of game mode over.
I think he took a step away.
All right. And there you go. That's basically
Brad actually said in Skype chat that he was going to go take a shit.
that it's You know what, though? I can't think of a better way to move on from this topic. I think that sums up everything.
Yeah.
I think
Sums up
literally
Paladins
Brad
as a whole.
Just
taking a
actual
shit is his answer
Yes.
in regards to
There
this
it
is
is.
perfect. Unbelievable. All right,
He
we're
heard
moving on.
this news and was just like, I have to take a shit.
I'm going to
we
take
go.
a shit. All right, there you go. That's it. That's all we need to know. Looks like we're going to move on. So, sorry if you're a Paladins player and you're mad about the currency, but you know, I'm sure it'll get better. I don't know. I don't know what else to say to you, but
It
doesn't
just
seem
feels
like
like
anybody's here is concerned.
if you have a game like this that's like trailing behind Overwatch and you're trying to, get on the same level, like, get more of a, like, I mean, of course you want to try and like grow as a
Sure,
game, as a
sure.
community, and then you add pay to win shit. That just seems like completely
Mm-hmm.
like counterintuitive, or
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can see that angle. All right. Well, we're going to move on because, Paladins may not be the lightning rod topic I thought it was going to be, but this is, for real, Club Penguin. Come on.
Yeah.
Club Penguin, let's go.
Total opposite of shit.
How quickly, Katie Zen, do you think you could get banned from Club Penguin? Because that is an actual speed run competition that is going on right now. There
Let me
is
see.
this new trend of people basically speed running how quickly they can create an account basically. So this is doing everything. This is creating an account from ground zero, putting in the captchas or whatever the fuck, however you say it.
Yeah.
And spamming bad words so that the filter auto bans them. And currently, the record for this speed run, and these are actually like, I'm not like when I say speed run, I mean they're timing these 39.53 seconds from account creation until being banned by the auto filter right now.
Right now, this says the X world record in the title.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
Of
Oh,
the
it's already
video.
been beaten.
Oh shit! No, it
Wow,
does say
people
X.
are-
You're right. Oh, they must have.
People were going all in.
Oh my goodness. So,
So I want to
This is
talk about this because
fascinating.
it's like, the Club Penguin developers, like know this is happening. They know that there's like a running meme basically with Club Penguin at this point because they've been like putting Easter eggs for like Reddit to find and shit. Do you think? Well, the other thing is too, I think Club Penguin's shutting down at some point.
Yeah.
So like, do you think, like, what should their next step be? Because clearly, Like people are going to continue abusing the program, but then at the same time, like they want people to sign up and still use Club
Exactly.
Penguin, even though they're shutting it down. So it's like, I don't know. Like I almost feel like they should keep making games to be purposely exploited. Like if I was a
Right.
developer, it's like, okay, clearly people are just participating in this fucking Disney game from who knows when just to troll us, but like I don't know. What do
Yeah.
you guys think?
I don't know. I don't know where they go from here. I think how long has even Club I'm trying to think here. How long has Club Penguin been around for now? How
A
old is
long
it? It's
time.
a
It's
really
been a while,
long time.
yeah.
Shit. 2005? It has to be before. Yeah, no,
What?
2005 might be right.
2005, yeah.
Yeah, 2005. That's crazy. See, I never played. I never had played Club Penguin. I remember kids doing it, but I think it was past my time. I mean, I graduated high school in 2005, so I guess I was a little bit past when Club Penguin came out. But I remember kids playing it. Katie's saying
Right.
you seem like somebody that played Club Penguin.
I've not.
No, not so. You're
Unfortunately.
younger. Any Club Penguin?
No, not really. Not until I made an account to get banned on it.
Yeah. I'm actually right now on the on speedrun.com Club Penguin #banned and looking at the record. Yeah. 37 seconds, 370 milliseconds 4 days ago.
Jeez.
People are into this, man. And then it's also in the article too, Brad, they talk about the meta right now of like right now the meta
Mhm.
is that they're using the same passwords and stuff so they for the email and the game and stuff so they can copy paste quicker. So that seems to be the meta right
Wow.
now. It's just
And they're
It's fun.
using like throwaway emails.
Throwaway
like
emails.
The 10-minute emails so they can pick it up quicker and get the
Exactly.
emails quicker.
I mean, it is amazing. I mean, it's truly the example of people will compete for over
shit.
anything.
So my train of thought was going from like what's stopping people from going to Club Penguin to
Mhm.
like seeing how quick they can get banned from CS:GO.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
But then I was thinking last week I was playing with a couple friends of mine. We invited new people to play Rust with us,
Uh-huh.
and one of the new people, like he is a Twitch partner, like one of them. I'm not gonna say his name or anything, but he
Okay.
thought that was a good idea because some Koreans were hacking against us. That he would make an alternate account
Mm.
and try hacking against them in return.
God.
And he gets fucking banned on all his accounts in less than 30 seconds.
Oh man.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Because it must be addressed to like via your like MAC address or
Yeah,
something.
MAC
I'm not
address
sure
or
how it
IP or
works, but
something.
like
Oh, that's
But yeah.
hilarious.
it's so awesome. But yeah, I was just thinking of that, and then
He's a
like-
Twitch partner.
yeah, he's a Twitch partner.
So I guess
and
he's not
it's-
going to be playing Rust anytime soon, is what you're saying.
I don't think so. No, but it's fucking funny. It's just what an idiot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
yeah, but yeah, I think people aren't gonna stop here. I think people like what's gonna stop people from like, well, it's against.
I mean, I don't
terms
give
of
a fuck.
stuff
I hope.
hack.
Go ahead. Please go to
Right.
Counter-Strike and see the fastest way you can get banned. You know what will happen? It'll become a story about how terrible VAC is or something. You know what I mean? It'll be like, I've been trying to get banned, and the fastest VAC ban that I can do is like 3 days or something like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
the
to
world
see
record.
help them improve it. Please do it in Counter-Strike. For the love of God, I would welcome it. I mean, Valve would welcome it too because it'll just be buying these accounts for 15 or 10 or $5 that are going to get banned. They don't give a fuck. So, I do have to say on the plus side, I know I love to shit on VAC, but there have been some changes recently that have been pretty good, especially when it comes to spin bots and some other stuff. Is that there's something in VAC now as far as sending cases to Overwatch that looks at your mouse movement to try to figure, like when people are spinning around faster than should be humanly possible, consistently and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't ban them right away. What it does is it sends them to Overwatch to be reviewed by players. And obviously you can spot a spin bot instantly. So it's basically helping filter to kind of filter some of those ones that are really obvious into the Overwatch system. So anyway, there's some pretty cool things going on. So I'm hoping this means that the game will get a little more cleaned up. But what you were saying, Brad, like I have no. I hope they go to Counter-Strike next, man. That would make my day. That would make my day. Maybe your Twitch partner who will remain nameless can come and see how quickly he can get banned in Counter-Strike. Let me know if he wants to do that. Give him my contact info. Wow. So there you go. Club Penguin, man. I guess if you want to do this, do it before all the servers go down, right? It's a dying game. It's gone soon.
Pretty much, yeah.
So see how quickly
like
you
a
can
month.
get banned. Yeah. Rest in peace, Club Penguin. I hardly knew ye. All right, let's jump into some quick hits here. All right, so this was something big that I was noticing in my chat streaming this week, and they let the partners know a little bit ahead of time before they released it the day of. But you can change your username on Twitch now. Twitch has, as most of you I'm sure have seen, and if you're listening to this and don't engage in Twitch at all, this was something that has been asked for by the community for a really long time, and Twitch has actually done it, and there are a couple caveats to it. One of the caveats is if you're a partner and you change your name, if I want to change my name to APL, let's say it was available, and I'm a partner, my name APL Fisher will never go back into the pool. It's forever taken, so you don't have to worry about that, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a partner feature. And then on the other side, if you do change your name, you are stuck with it for 60 days once you change it. So, like, for example, in my chat, that's the bastion of of great ideas on Twitch. When this
Twitch
happened,
communities, yeah.
a bunch of people decided that they wanted to change their name and put the word cuck in it. So basically, half the people in my chat now have names like @JamesCuck. His name used to be @JamesKurt. Norwegian Cuck. Basically, and they're stuck with that for about 60 days. But a ton of people ended up doing that. And as far as I understand with that, I think I'm not sure where it is. Abandoned names will be held for 6 months. So even if, like Katie said, if you change your name, even if you're not a Twitch partner, Katie's N18 would still be available for you, would still be held for about 6 months before it's back in the pool. So they're giving people a decent amount of time. Which is good.
Yeah,
And what do you guys think about
that
this?
is very gracious.
Yeah, what do you guys think about this? I mean, for me personally, it's not a really big deal because I'm not going to be doing anything with my name, but I know some people have been wanting to change their name or like to have that option. I've never understood people that constantly change their name or rebrand themselves. I think it's really fucking stupid. But I know some people that have done that over the years.
Right.
But do you think this is a good change? Do you like this? What were your thoughts when you guys saw it?
I think it's good. I mean, it definitely helps a lot of people. I've been cursed with this Katie's N18 on my name for the longest time, so
Yeah.
hopefully get rid of that. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, some cuck has Hutch as their username, so I can't take it. He's like some COD streamer, some bullshit. But yeah, I think. Well, I did see some partner saying that like it's a problem for modding now because it's like the logs say like different names if they've been previously like timed out or something like that.
Right. It's probably like a syncing issue too. It takes time and all that.
Yeah, I think it's just like the way it records or something in the logs. It just actually does their name rather than like an ID or something like that. But yeah, I don't know on that front because toxicity on Twitch is definitely a problem. So as far as modders go, this is probably something they have to think about.
Yeah.
Especially if they're doing like summit streams, which are 60K people at a time or something now. But otherwise, like I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, like Twitter lets you change your username to whatever you want, like, and that's awesome. I think the other thing was, doesn't your stats reset when you change?
Yeah, so they were talking
Yeah.
about this. Yeah, that's another thing. Is you'd have to export your statistics before changing your name. So that is something. So there's a couple there's some, and also kind of unknown, like you said, like they didn't realize, like obviously with something this big with the rollout, there's going to be things that are unintended consequences. So I think people are kind of seeing some of that stuff. And that's also too why I would be kind of hesitant. Not that like that's a huge deal, but that's just something like, I guess if I had a name that I really hated, it would be worth it. But I'm fine with my stuff now. It's just like it would be more of a headache to have to export all that stuff and worry about it. So
yeah, the only time I could ever think of wanting to change my username is when I like signed up for something when I was a kid,
Sure.
and I still have it.
Yep.
Like other than that, it's like, why change it up? Like, why are you making usernames that you didn't want to begin with?
Right.
Like, at least then I could have said, well, it was just an idiot kid. But like now it's like, sorry that you chose the name iFlanzy. Like, I don't understand why.
Well, I was
want
just gonna
like,
say that sounds like I think that's a perfect candidate for finally maybe doing something a little bit more respectable, but we'll have to see. I don't know if that's going to happen. I will say though, beyond the cuck meme, there's opportunity for other memes like in my chat. So like there's certain YouTubers we love to hate watch, and so people in my chat also change their name to like so we watch a Derv and the Pro Gamer J, which are anyway, just look up those YouTube channels and cry. But so like the Pro Gamer J super fan, or like so there's a lot of that going on right now. So
there's one in the chat right now too.
Yes, sorry, Pro Gamer J is _Bay. So I don't even know who that. To be honest, I don't even know who that is. That's the other thing, is that like so many people have changed their name to meme or troll that I don't even know. Like, and subs of mine that I guess if I click on their picture or something, I'll know. But I'll be like, I don't know who the fuck this is for 60
Well, that's
days.
actually kind of a problem for you because, like, I know for a fact that you're one of the partners that like to actually communicate and interact with your community, and
once in a while, yeah.
Like all we know these people from is their handles. So
exactly. No, it is a little confusing. I think like there's a couple in chat. Like on Monday tomorrow when I go live, I'm going to definitely have some questions. I'm like, all right, who is this again? So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess there is. I do enjoy the opportunity that for memes, because that is entertaining. Memes are always good. Well, not always good, but they can be good. All right, so there you go. So that's, I agree. I agree with that sentiment too. I think it's a pretty good change overall. Nvidia is starting their countdown to the likely GeForce GTX 1080 Ti reveal. And Brad, any thoughts on the GTX 1080 Ti?
Well, I'm not confirming or denying anything, but I would say from the people I know and the people Nvidia is flying out, they don't normally do this unless they're doing hardware. So
okay.
In this article from PC Gamer as well, they also said that the video that they have counting down to their event at the end of the month was literally titled GTX 1080 Ti _ hero. So
okay.
I think that should probably be a good signifier there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is pretty strategic as well, because NVIDIA is going to take any stab at AMD while they can, even if it's not really in the same field. AMD right now is riding out the Ryzen hype, and I think NVIDIA has just been shitting on AMD to the point where if they can take any attraction or any attention away from AMD,
that helps them.
they will. So yeah, this feels pretty strategic. Just because last week AMD had their conference for Ryzen, which we'll talk about here in a second.
Yes, we will. That's perfect segue. Let's segue right in. Hit me with it.
Basically, AMD is hyping the fuck out of Ryzen, and everyone should be excited. So basically, for an 8-core, 16-thread processor, the Intel equivalent is like $1,100. They're going to be selling it for $500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And from the leaks we've seen and everything, it's actually outperforming Intel's equivalent. So everyone should be excited, because we've been seeing a steady increase from like Intel prices for the last couple of years, and not really a ton of innovation. And AMD's just been out of the game, I don't know, for years. It feels like, as far as processors go, this should make everyone excited. This should make, if you're doing video, if you're playing games, it's making building a PC great again. So, yeah.
That's exciting. I mean, God, so many years we've been doing this cast, and I'd say for the last, like you said, Brad, last three years at least,
Yeah, it feels like
It's
that.
been all Intel pretty much, maybe longer than that, even. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting. I don't know, like, because I'm definitely going to be in the market at some point to be building
Right.
another PC, and I want to make this current PC I have, which is pretty decent spec still. I mean, it runs everything that comes out now in 1080 fine and all that, but make that my streaming PC and upgrade. So I'm excited, man. I can't believe, because I love to shit on AMD as much as anybody else just for the lulz, but it's good. It's exciting. I hope it's as good as like you said with the leaks and everything.
Right, and I think the NDA for that lifts Thursday, March 2nd. But it doesn't matter to some people because their top of the line $500 processor is being like sold out across the board.
Yeah.
Like it is nuts. People are definitely buying into the hype. We saw pre-orders for this, and been selling out all over the place. But yeah, wait until if you're looking to build a PC, you've been holding out. Please wait until next week for like press benchmarks.
Right.
And personally, I can't say anything, but I think you'll be impressed. I think that's what I'll say about that. So.
Okay. Cool. All right, and we've got one more piece of news that isn't hardware related, but it is heart related. Oh man, I'm so good, because
Ooh.
deep inside my heart will always be a love for the Crash Bandicoot series, because it's an incredible franchise, and the Crash Bandicoot trilogy remaster is getting a release date, and that should be very exciting. Obviously, this is for us PS4 bras and not a PC thing, but $40. It's going to be June 30th on the PS4, and it's going to be $40. I mean, I'm super excited because just growing up, I had a PlayStation, and Crash was. Those are just fun games, and again, a simpler time, definitely a simpler time for games, but you can't really go wrong with Crash Bandicoot. Katie's in. I know you're excited too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I'm jumping straight into Warped as soon as I turn the game on.
Oh, Warped is so good.
Oh,
so
for
many
sure.
amazing levels in Warped.
Oh yeah, all the bike levels were so good.
Oh man.
Oh my god. And going to that little part below where you like choose a level and you take the elevator to go like below, it's just blowing my mind when I was a kid. Like,
Yep.
that was so good. And like seeing the before and after and like the comparison videos of like, just I think this is the best kind of remaster because like they're really not changing anything. Like it looks like it controls like pretty identical.
Right.
To the
I hate when people take a old game and they remake it, but then add like gimmicks.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst. Like if a game was legendary, like back in the day, like I don't want you to change anything other than the graphics. Like if we can get a remake of like Donkey Kong, whatever the one was for the 64 by Rare, like all I'd want them to do is just like textures and like remastering it. I wouldn't want them to change anything else, right?
What about I think for that there's something that Donkey brought it up in a video one time. He said like a thing where like certain bananas can only be collected by certain characters. If you could just switch characters on the fly, that might be just the quality of life thing. But yeah, and then also like Ocarina of Time on 3DS, that made some like little changes that from the original, just for like quality of life stuff like that. I'm fine with. But yeah, when it's just you're right. Like when it adds and like changes things, it's garbage.
Yeah, people just want it for the nostalgia.
Yeah, for sure. But dude, if they make a fucking Spyro the Dragon,
I was about to say.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Fuck, that's gonna be lit. They probably will. I could see them doing that. That's such another beloved franchise, man. That would make sense.
It'd be such a glorious return to form from the Skylander stuff. Like,
you know what else? You know what else I was just thinking too when I was thinking of great PlayStation games from back in the day. How the fuck have they not brought back the Siphon Filter franchise? Did you guys ever play Siphon Filter?
I
back in
didn't
the
play
day?
that. No.
Oh my fucking god, that used to be the shit. The Siphon Filter was my shit. And I'm trying to think of what to compare it to it now. But it was like third person action adventure, kind of like Mission Impossible meets. I wouldn't say Metal Gear because it wasn't exactly like that, but man, Siphon Filter was amazing. Even if I guess they wouldn't necessarily remaster that, but it would be cool to see them bring back that franchise because that was a lot of fun. I know
Now,
some
did you
people in
play
chat
like
will.
any of the Final Fantasies on PS1? Like, are you
No.
excited for the 7 remake?
See, that's what I mean. I
No.
never played Final Fantasy, so
Ah, okay,
um,
gotcha.
but
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
we need NBA Jam, dude. Dude, there's so many. Like,
Oh my god, we need Donald Duck's Gone Quackers, that platformer. We need that remastered.
Oh,
You remember that
I
shit?
do remember that.
Oh yeah.
So many possibilities.
We need
But,
that Buzz Lightyear Star Command game remastered
Yes,
in HD.
yes.
Oh shit.
Damn, dude, we're printing the money right now. They should do this.
Oh yeah.
All
Just
right.
need to listen to this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, June 30th. Right?
June 30th.
That's the
Yep,
day.
June 30th. $40 too, not some stupid $60 cash grab. 40. I think that's a sweet price point to get the
Oh,
three
yeah.
to get 3 games, the 3 games.
Absolutely.
So, all right, hit us with the new releases, Katie Zen. Do it.
Boom. New releases. Kind of mild this week. Mainly the notable, not really on the PC side of things, but definitely the most anticipated thing this week is going to be the Nintendo Switch is going to finally come out on March 3rd. And with that, we're going to get some great exclusives like 1-2 Switch. Can't wait for that one. Snip Snappers, that's going to be fucking hype as hell.
Mm.
And also, we can't forget the new Bomberman. Oh my god.
Oh,
oh,
let's go.
I canceled my pre-order.
I know. I saw your tweet, Brad.
Really?
I saw your salty tweet. I saw it.
Wow.
Well, it's like Zelda's not really a game. Like I can come back to Zelda like a year
Mhm.
and it's still gonna be good, right?
If you like,
But, like-
garbage games, yeah,
and-
sure. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Just
get the no.
I've never even played a Zelda game, so I'm just trolling.
Really?
Oh,
No.
come on.
I never
Oh.
played. I never had any Nintendo consoles ever. I've said this.
It,
never
download
had Nintendo.
Dolphin. Turn on Wind Waker.
No, dude, I'm against
Start
emulators,
emulating,
dude.
dude.
I'm against
Oh,
emulators,
no.
dude.
Anyways, Zelda Breath of the Wild, the game, it's gonna blow everyone's goddamn minds. Coming out on March 3rd, but I will be buying it on the Wii U
Mhm.
because apparently there's not going to be that huge of a difference. That's kind of like I've heard that like more news is coming out on like the performance side of things, and it's really like I can deal with like the grass not looking as nice or like a lower draw distance on the Wii U. Like I can deal with that, and because the only things I really want on the Switch are Zelda, and then the new Mario doesn't come out until holiday 2017. The new Fire Emblem, that doesn't even have a release date yet. Yeah, that's it. Everything else, the launch lineup for the Switch is like it's basically Zelda, party games, and indie games that were released 1 or 2 years ago. Like,
Mm.
it's a pretty, unfortunately, weak lineup. So, I mean, the Switch really interests me, but I'm probably going to wait on it for a while, especially after it gets a price drop because it's $350
Yeah, I
right
was just
now.
gonna say, what's the price point? $350 right now.
Yeah, $350. And then if you want to buy the Pro controller, for some reason it's $70, which is more than a new PS4 or Xbox One controller.
jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God damn it, dude.
I'll probably
and I-
Yeah, that's
consider
kind of
it.
why I'm waiting. Like on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll consider
Oh,
it
yeah.
when Skyrim comes out
Yeah, that'll be the
Oh, that's
one
gonna be
for
for
the
amazing.
premium experience.
It's gonna be
God
amazing.
damn it. But yeah,
Which-
so
Which, keep in mind, is not the remastered Skyrim. It is the OG.
Is it
Yeah.
not?
Good God.
No, yeah.
Oh,
God.
man.
what? No fucking way. It's
No,
not
I'm
the special
pretty sure.
edition.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the
Oh
original.
my god. What a
'Cause
show.
I don't think it could handle the new one because
Wow.
like we're talking in chat, like the new
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda, even when docked, it's supposed to be only 900p, whatever fucking res that is at 60 FPS. So
60 FPS, okay, that's
What
good.
is? Can I honestly ask, what is Nintendo's fucking aversion to being in the current like time period of tech when it comes to
They're
their
just-
consoles? Like they don't. I know
Well,
that they don't
to be
value
focused
that
on the
necessarily,
experience.
but
Like the way you
why?
play the games that they're focused
Yeah,
on.
no,
Yeah,
I
to
know.
I
I know. That's true.
to be fair, like what Xbox and PlayStation has like going, all they have going for them is like performance right now, right? Like nobody's really getting into exclusives besides a
And-
few select titles, but like their marketing is straight up like on performance, and Nintendo probably doesn't want to get into it, and I honestly don't blame them because it's like once you make it about performance, then you're gonna have elitism like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I don't want a Nintendo just because it doesn't have this this GPU or something or whatever. Like Nintendo doesn't care. They want to make it about their games, not the hardware.
Well, we know that
so.
Nintendo wants to make it about their game franchises that have existed for 20 fucking years and not make any new franchises, though. That's the other thing. I guess for me, if you're already a Nintendo fan, and I guess they have enough of those already, you know what I mean? Like, I guess that people are okay with the franchises being recycled and constantly made with the new ones. But I look at it as somebody who isn't necessarily a Nintendo fan, and I just go, how many of these? I guess the franchises are so loved that people are excited to play whatever the newest version of that will be. But I guess they are in a unique space where they are able to do that. But I don't know. Part of me goes like, come on, release like a couple different new IPs. But that's definitely not what they want to do. It seems like most of the time. I mean, do you ever get the fatigue, or are you just excited to play the next Zelda or the next Mario? Because you guys are fans of Nintendo.
Zelda's reinvented usually. It's a whole different story or whatever. Where Mario is just literally gimmick city. Mm-hmm. Like that's like Zelda legitimately, like they put their heart into it, and you can always tell. Sometimes they're not as successful, but it's hard to go wrong with like buying a Nintendo for Zelda. Now, it is definitely easy to go wrong buying a Nintendo to buy another fucking Mario game. Like,
okay.
I don't know.
I mean, all I really, and the plus side for the Switch, all I really want from Nintendo is just a game player, you know? Like, the Switch looks pretty, like, the least heavy on gimmicks Nintendo's been for a while, like, since the GameCube, you know? Because a large majority of people, the Switch isn't going to leave the dock. You know? Yeah. And, I mean, so it just comes down to games for me. And, I mean, I will say, I mean, you talked about that, the other two consoles, what they have going for them. I mean, PS4 has some pretty, like, it has fantastic exclusives.
Yeah, I was just going to say, PS4 really is funny because...
it's killing it. Like, compared to Xbox One, it's got so many goddamn good games.
When I was going to the movies, Sham and I were talking about that, and because he doesn't have a PS4 yet, and he wants to pick up one, I was just like, there's no... When it comes to those two consoles, like Xbox and PS4, I was like, there's no... Like, when I looked, I was like, okay, I can either care about, like, Gears of War, which, again, not that it's a bad franchise, but okay. But you can also get that on PC if you have Windows 10. And then the other thing was, like, okay, Halo, I don't give a fuck about Halo anymore. So other than that, I look at the PlayStation and the exclusives, and also just the game library.
Oh, yeah. Like, Uncharted, Infamous, Bloodborne, Neo, Horizon,
There's so many games on there. So...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that's a different discussion, obviously, than Nintendo, but I really feel like Microsoft, I don't know what they're going to have to do, but didn't they do some stupid shit? Didn't they get, okay, so Tomb Raider for the first year was on Xbox first, wasn't it?
It was on Xbox for the first year, and then I think maybe a few months later it came out on PC.
That's what it was. And again, like, Tomb Raider is a good franchise, the new games are good, but I don't know if that's not enough, but...
And now it's on PS4 as the definitive version. So that's what a turn that's taken. Right. But anyways, got a bit derailed there. Sorry, but just a couple more new releases. This game on Steam called Mastema or Mastema, Out of Hell. It's a new game from first-time developer Oscar Celestini. But it looks like it's straight ripped off of the PS1.
It does.
And it's a platformer, and the CG cutscenes, they had like a filter where it's not even a filter. It looks like it was genuinely done in like with technology of 1998. You know. So yeah, I mean, this looks pretty charming. Like it could be a good platform. It's got potential. But
if I had $1 for every time you described a game in this as charming, that's like the best thing Katie Zen can usually say. I mean, it does. It has a certain look to it, but charming is like a filler word for like could be hot garbage, could be something decent.
Well, good looking at least.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of charming, well, actually, this game comes out on March 3rd. No word on price yet.
March 3rd. Could it be the Switch killer?
Oh, yeah. The best time to release your first debut video game next to The Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Excellent. Anyway, speaking of charming, this final game is about charming people. And it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
This game is called Flicks and Chill. With a splash a little logo screen that looks actually just plagiarized from Netflix with net taken off. I'll link it in chat here. It's let me try to get through this. I'll just read the bio. It's a dating simulator where your end goal is to get your date to flicks and chill with you. Do you have what it takes to do the bow chicka wow wow?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
I can
That's
smell the
rough.
stench of the virgin who came up with this game. Like from here. Brad, I think he was at PDX Land working on the source code because I can smell it. Good
Oh my
God,
God.
dude. Who writes, do you have what it takes to do the bow chicka wow wow? I'm triggered.
God.
Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No. And yeah, it just looks like you play through some really we'll just call it minimalistic art, a fancy word for just bad, poorly done art. It's minimalistic. No, but and you control one of 5 different characters and try to meet a member of the opposite sex, or maybe the same sex. I don't know. This is 2017.
It looks like it devolves into a rhythm game for one of the mini games.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have dialogue options. You can dance. You can twerk.
I'm gonna end up
Some
playing this
saying-
on fucking stream, aren't I? Is it
Oh.
free? Is it free?
No word on a price yet. Though.
I'm gonna have to play this. I was just gonna say, is this made by the same motherfuckers who made Shower with Your Dad Simulator? And then in more like this, because of the way that it looks, and more like this, guess what? Shower with Your Dad Simulator, right underneath.
Oh, there it is.
It has to be the same fucking K Bros.
See.
Let's see.
Kitty Powers matchmaker.
There's poop in my soup.
Yeah, they made
Super
that.
duper party pooper. Toad led Albert and Otto. Luke Sidewalker.
Luke Sidewalker.
99
What the fuck?
cents. They are just cranking.
Oh my god! And they have another game coming out, Frisky Business.
Fucking.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ! All right, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'll just get depressed. If you have a desire to play Flicks and Chill, it comes out at the time of this recording in 16 hours on Steam. So if you're an audio listener, the game is out right now.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to
You can
get
play this masterpiece. And if you're watching this, the VOD will already be up on APL's channel,
Yeah, God damn
so you
it.
can go and
Yeah, I guess I should. Probably won't. You know what? If it's like a few bucks, I'll pick it up. I swear to God, if this is like a $10 game, there's zero.
If this is more than a
It'll
dollar,
probably be like 99. I don't know. I'm looking at all their games.
$59.99.
They've got 99 cents, and then they have a $4.99 game.
Okay,
So
they're getting confident now.
they seem to be.
Yeah, that's all for new
all right.
releases this week. Pretty light week, just focusing on the Switch, pretty much.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Thank you, Katie, for that. We're going to jump into viewer questions here. And our first one comes from William. And he asks us, in your opinion, what invention do you think has the most impact on how we live today? Examples: indoor plumbing, toasted bread, Orion Prelude, etc. And then he says, Aslo, I believe he meant to say also, would you rather toss another man's salad or have your salad tossed by another man? William, with a carrot smiley. Wow.
Well, it's a clear answer about that first question.
Yeah, well, I know for you it's a very clear answer. I mean,
Absolutely.
what invention has the most... I mean, for me, if I'm going to give a serious answer, the internet would be my answer. Most impact. I mean, obviously there are other things. I mean, indoor plumbing's a pretty big fucking deal. But
I might say,
I think the internet's
mean,
pretty big.
probably vehicles.
Okay.
Because if we don't have the internet, we have what? We have carrier pigeons we can always rely on, of course.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean,
Carrier pigeons.
Carrier pigeons.
What? Don't you have one?
yeah. Where's your owl? No, but yeah, probably the internet for sure.
Okay. Well, you don't have to agree with me. I mean, it can be many things. I think there's a lot.
No, you just stole the right
Oh,
answer
sorry.
right out of the gate.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
Anybody
And
else?
I-
Any other things? Any other thoughts?
I think I would have to pick the computer because without the computer, where would the internet go?
Wow, that is
That's
good.
true.
That is good too. Sometimes they're part and parcel. You can't separate them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with FPS freaks.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
I just
honestly,
never
how are you
aimed
going to get
the
the
same way again.
precision in Modern Warfare 2 without your FPS freaks?
Yeah.
Exactly,
They
yeah.
They
Better
changed
extensions.
everything.
They are good. They are good. God, just to think that
Oh
whoever
my
came
God.
up
I
with
just
that made
remember
a
that,
lot of fucking money back in the day for those plastic little things. I mean, it was
They
brilliant.
did.
They do help. I used to have them, man. I used to have them. They
I know
get more
people who still
precision.
use them.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they do the job. It's
They
you
definitely
get
help.
more
Yeah.
precision. You really do.
I always remember that little kid that came into where I work and he wanted to buy. He was like 8 years old and he wanted a wired 360 controller. He wanted FPS freaks. He wanted like a red dot sticker for his TV.
Oh my
He was telling
God.
me he was a
A
quickscoper.
red dot sticker?
Yeah, he wanted like a reticle sticker, like you put on. There was some like term for it, like an aim, like a shot sticker or like an aim sticker or something.
Oh boy.
And it was just like he's like, yeah, I'm a quickscoper, and
Oh
it's
my
not, it was the
God.
most precious thing.
That's amazing.
Like, oh man, that kid was a pro. But
Okay. Well, then what about
Yeah.
the second question? For me, it's very
Ah.
easy. I would much rather have my salad tossed by another man. I'm not.
oh, for sure.
Same.
Well, it depends on do we get to pick the person we're tossing the salad or tosses our salad?
You don't get that
I
option.
don't think you get the. Yeah.
All right, well then I'm getting tossed like no other.
Wait.
Yeah.
How does this change? Okay, hold on. I need to examine
Well,
this
okay, let's
deeper.
say you could choose another man.
Okay.
What man?
Yeah, I'm trying to
which
think. What man are you
I
picking?
mean, I think we all know who I'm picking.
Oh my God, fucking Neo from VP. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you, Katie, you don't know, but Natso is a super fan of Virtus Pro, the CS professional team, and has a incredible crush on Neo Fabuski, the storied 1.6 Pro and current also CS:GO
I
Pro.
see.
Yes.
Yeah, that would just be an honor. Toss this out.
Yeah.
Get him ready for the next match.
What if you were tossing a salad while he was playing a match in DreamHack underneath of it? He cuts a little hole in his
Oh boy.
chair. Okay, that image.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
And you're like, wow, Neo has gone on a tear. They pull the camera back and they're like, it's his good luck charm. He's having his
Look
salad
at the
tossed.
clench on Neo right now.
That's a weird looking chair.
Wow, what's going on? He just aced 3 rounds in a row, and they pan, and Natso's wearing a KBMOD sweatshirt. We're like, oh no. Oh man,
Oh my
that's
God.
amazing. Yeah, no,
New
okay,
meaning
that makes
lunch.
sense. Yeah, I would definitely prefer. I mean, like, Brad, what did you say? You said you prefer to have yours tossed, correct?
Yeah.
The question is, what kind of dressing you guys going for? I'm going for like a creamy Italian. I like blue cheese too. What else?
I thought you said dress and not dressing.
Oh, dress. No dressing.
I was like, I'm gonna go
God.
for a nice little sundress, but
Oh my god, yeah. Sundress while you toss.
I'll go
Neo
for some
salad.
Caesar dressing.
Oh man, Caesar's not
A
bad.
dress made entirely of Caesar dressing. I don't know if that would be beautiful or
Yeah,
disgusting.
how would you do that? Because it would have to congeal to cover. I don't. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's like, I don't know.
Anyways,
All right, we'll move on.
our speaking of anal play, our
Mm.
next question.
Hmm.
Take it away.
Our next question from @Darren tweets. He says, "Do you guys agree that sometimes, in the heat of the moment, period, do you guys agree that sometimes in the heat of the moment, period, it's okay to go ass to mouth?"
Oh no,
No.
Yeah, no.
that's never okay.
The reason that I even included this was because I can't tell you how many conversations I have in my chat. Maybe this is just my chat, where people are always like, "Man, you got to eat the booty like grocery. I love eating the booty." Blah blah, all this stuff. And I personally, I'll just be honest. I've never had the desire. I've never done it.
Same.
How many
They are some
people?
freaks.
What are our? Yeah, and I'm not judging, but how many people actually eat the booty on a consistent basis? I think everyone talks a big game. I think the percentage would be unbelievably low if you actually polled.
It's
Well, Scott, I also think that your chat's full of compulsive liars.
Well,
I
of
mean,
course. Oh, absolutely. I'm not, but I'm just saying in general, though. I think it's also like, because it's like internet community, meme stuff. Like, you'll just go into chats, people are like, "Oh, man, hey, dude, I want to suck your," like, there's all kinds of posturing
Yeah, they
that would
talk
never
up
happen.
a big mean game.
They talk a big meme game, but then when you see them in person, like, they won't even say hi to you. So I understand that, but I'm just trying to get realistic percentages. Has there been a study done of how many people actually have eaten ass? You know what? I'm Googling it right now. You know what? Hot research. Is there a poll for how many? Wait, what would it even be average for? I don't even know how to ask this. How many people eat ass? I'm just gonna type that.
Like, even
Let's
if it's
see.
clean, that's just nasty.
Yeah, I've never.
There is, like, I don't care. Maybe I'm just not that passionate of a lover, but
Maybe not.
I see zero upside to anal in any situation.
How is that
Because-
pleasurable for anybody
Mm.
else?
They did
No,
a.
when you're dealing with
on a-
anal, you're dealing with at least 18 years of poop passing through that canal.
Oh,
You can't clean that enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Like people in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna take some people in chat saying if it's super clean, but then I expect the same in return. Even if it's super clean and I did that, my whole thing is I wouldn't try unless I was
don't-
getting it bleached or I wouldn't be. I'd be like, there's no way that thing is serviceable. I would be I'd be like, don't do that. Even if it
I don't
feels
want
great.
anybody to eat my ass.
Exactly. I mean, yes, that's true. People point out anal orgasms, and especially prostate triggers. But that again, how deep? Anyway, there's a lot of. I don't know.
I don't love anybody that much.
I
I don't love myself that much.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't even use incognito when I looked that up. That was just my normal browser. How many people eat ass? And I found a Reddit Ask Men archive post from 2 years ago. And to be fair, it only had 71 comments, and by and large, people are saying no. I mean, this is just a kind of informal poll. This is 71 responses, and I see like a few positives, but most are saying that they don't.
This is the smartest Reddit has ever been.
Wow, crazy. But anyway, so this is just for future reference. If anybody has hard and fast research on that, I would love you guys to send it to me because I'm just curious on the scientific side. Wow, somebody in chat saying I would eat guac out of somebody's crack. We know that's not Katie Zen.
Oh God.
Does that sound like
I mean,
the
if I
worst
have
combo?
chips, then I could probably like. No.
Katie's like,
There's a way to avoid scam.
You describe guac as like almost vomit texture. So imagining you eating that out of somebody, I don't think you could do it. I think it'd be tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. All right. So we're all saying, but when then the ask the mouth question, the answer would be no. Is everybody in agreement or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we've got one more question from Waterfall Froze. Is it supposed to be Frozen Waterfall? Did he change his name, or is that a troll?
No, that's his Twitter name.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's Frozen
He
Waterfall.
just changes his order. Fuck you. All right. He asks us, "What's your most heartbreaking gaming experience?"
Destiny.
Wow, just the whole thing,
Oh.
the whole package.
I just finished the main campaign and then they just like lay it on you like nothing fucking happened. It's like, well, okay. Now you can just grind your fucking life, just to get some loot. And I was so pissed. It was like, you're telling me I played 12 hours through the campaign just to find out that there's this really lame ass, like, not even a conclusion, but all you do is just play the same maps over and over again for better loot.
Right, the
I
grind.
was-
You didn't expect the grind. The
Well,
Diablo grind.
Yeah, you were given the grind at the end of the story. And it was like, that's it. Like I paid $60 just to basically get this little gameplay out of it. And I was I was so mad. Yeah.
Man. Saddest gaming moments. I have a couple, man. I come back to this, man. Driver 2. Driver 2 was one of the biggest letdowns for me. This is going way back on the PlayStation. I've shared the story many times. The first Driver was a game that blew me away. One of the first games I ever actually owned and bought with my hard-earned money. Played the shit out of that. Driver 2 comes out. Double disc, by the way. 2 discs. Remember back in the day? That was a big deal.
Oh, man.
You got 2 discs. You got a huge-ass booklet. Game would constantly, it was so poorly optimized, it would cause my PlayStation, and this was a known issue, other PlayStations to freeze at different points in the game because it was just horribly coded. And I basically got stuck. My PlayStation would constantly overheat and freeze at this one spot, and I was never able to finish the game until years later when I got a PlayStation 2, which could actually properly run it, believe it or not, which is how I figured that spec-wise it wasn't up to chop. And,
See,
that
you're
was like
hating
a
on
huge letdown
emulation.
as
You
a
should
kid.
emulate this shit, dude.
That's true. I should go back and play. I really should. That would be It would be so lit to go back and play Driver and Driver 2. Yeah, you're right.
Chance at redemption.
It really would be. Honestly, I actually went back because there's Driver on PC, and it's one of those things, dude. It's so many things are best left in the past because I went and I was like, what the I mean, it was a different time. It was a different time, but I've been so spoiled by what we have now. I was like, how did I ever fucking like this? It's so fucking terrible. Visually, everything. But it's, again, it's in its time, it was mind-blowing, but things change.
Well,
Sorry,
I think
go ahead.
my most embarrassing moment, Scott was there for it, and I get reminded about it every day of my entire life.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, okay. So we're 4Qing CS:GO. We get
Ooh.
the map train.
Yes.
Oh, and then we get this annoying guy as our fifth, and literally we're all just tilted off our brains. And I managed to get a kill, and then I fall off of heaven on train, and I kill myself, leaving
Oh.
me at 0 kills for the entire game and 17 deaths.
Oh, and
I'm to
7
this day
Yep.
known as Not So and 17.
Nuts, exactly. The meme is not so in 17. Hey, you know what, dude? It's good. See, that's progress. You're able to talk about it. You know, we've all had bad games. I do think the capper though was that you had 1 kill and then you fell from heaven,
Yes.
which put you to 0 and 17. But oh man, that was a good time. At least for me. But you know, hey, we've all had rough games. Okay. What about you, Katie? Then, what's your worst?
Now, it's tough because there are a lot of different, ways, meanings of heartbreaking. Like, there have been times I'm, was really disappointed. Like, Metal Gear Solid 5, that was pretty heartbreaking. Didn't turn out, how expected. As far as story goes, I mean, the end of Walking Dead Season 1, of course.
Is that a game?
And,
is that a game? Oh, that is. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought
And,
you were thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking of the show, but totally. Okay.
And man, Near Automata, but I won't elaborate on that.
Spoiler free. Okay.
Yeah, spoiler free. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I haven't really. Nothing really comes to mind. Probably just being really disappointed with Metal Gear Solid 5 and just it not really turning out at all how I. That was probably my fault. It wasn't really just as far as story goes. It wasn't how I expected it to be at all.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
Just wait until you come to terms with that Dark Souls is garbage, and then that'll be pretty heartbreaking.
Can I kick right click?
Yeah, I don't know. You can try to right click. I don't know if it'll work. Skype isn't the same as. Brad, did you share yours? I'm sorry. I don't think you did.
Yeah, it was Destiny.
Oh, Destiny. That's right. You started out with that. Destiny, man. Some people.
Short
You know
and
what's so
sweet.
funny is I feel like a lot of people were like you, but they stuck with it, and now they're like, yeah, Destiny. They like it. Or
I know
to a
people
certain
who still
extent.
play Destiny
I know.
every day.
I know.
Well, I don't like grindy games, so
Yeah.
that's just once I found that was happening, it was like, okay, fuck this.
Oh man.
But
I didn't even think about Minecraft story mode, but that's not a letdown because I expected it to be fucking the worst in it, and it was actually.
I mean, but was it worse than you expected?
Yes, you're right. It was actually. It really was. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you for the questions, guys. And this would be the part where I transition into the iTunes podcast review of the week. And but sadly, there was nothing this week. So if you want to get on the cast next week, there's a very simple way that you can do it. You can log in to your iTunes account. You can go find the KBMOD podcast. Give us 5 stars. It is what we deserve. And then leave us. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna make it so fucking simple. I want you to leave research and information, and even maybe your own personal thoughts on eating ass in the review section. Okay, for the iTunes review. I want to hear from you guys. And if you haven't left a review before, maybe you can make it creative. You can make it a poem. There's a lot of things you could do. You can leave a review of the cast if you want, but I want the theme to be your thoughts on eating ass. Okay? So hopefully we can do that for next week. That'll be the homework. And chat saying your Craigslist guy was the review this week. Not Craigslist. Let Go. He was a Let Go review. Sorry, just want to correct that. But yeah, that's true. I did get reviewed. I got reviewed this week. So that's good. And was that in the pre-show? Because people are going to be so confused. Did I talk about it in the pre-show? I did, didn't I? I'm getting confused now. Or was that on the actual podcast? Does anybody remember?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Everything's blending together. All right. Well, if it was in the podcast, you guys know what we're talking about. If not, go back and watch the VOD for the pre-show, or just come here and listen live. But check out kbmod.com, obviously, guys, for the stuff we talked about earlier. The articles, obviously the Twitch streams that happen on the KBMOD channel here. Obviously the Forza Horizon 3 Part 2 by Zumar is up. Review of Halo Wars 2 by Suros. So check that out. I want to thank Natso for being with us this week. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming on. Natso, you want to pimp any of your properties out there? I mean, I've got obviously your Twitter, NSO Gamer, but anything else you would like to pimp?
That's about it.
Okay, just your Twitter. Hitting that Twitter game hard. You can obviously find KD Zen at KDZen18. Maybe the 18 will be dropped someday, and maybe he'll just be KD Zen on Twitch. And
hopefully,
that is the dream. Hey, is KD Zen? You're wearing a shirt that says "Congratulations" on it. I just was wondering if that's a shirt reference to the new Post Malone song called "Congratulations."
No.
Oh,
it is
okay.
not. It is a Weeb shirt for Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Wow, that's much more.
Oh,
wow.
That's much better, honestly.
You should have went with Post Malone, but okay.
No. What is that?
Just look up Post Malone "Congratulations" and you'll thank me later. Trust me.
All right.
And then Brad is, of course, at Hutchison15. You can check out his YouTube channel, Hutchison15, correct? Or if you look that up, you'll find it on YouTube. I am at Volition, VOL1, TION. That's a joke. I'm not. But you can follow Brandon, but he wasn't here this week, so don't do that. Follow me at APL Fisher. Obviously, I also stream during the week, so check out my Twitch channel and come on over. I can't say it's the safest community, but we do things over there. We have fun. I'll say that much. It's a good time. So, any other closing thoughts, guys? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything pressing before I hit that stop streaming button?
If you've made it this far into the cast,
yes.
I just want to say congratulations.
Yes. Oh, you did it. Post Malone. Thank you. I'm so glad that you did that. Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful.
That's all? Yeah, that's all my closing thoughts.
Brad, you were about to say something?
Yeah, buy my mixtape.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Well, that has
buy
been...
Nier Automata, pre-order Nier Automata. That game is a miracle.
Okay. All right.
Boom.
I'm going to say go see Get Out and so I can rave about it again next week and talk with other people who have seen it because it's fantastic.
Okay.
All right. That's been episode 267. Thanks for coming out, guys. We will see you next time. See ya.
Yatta!
That was Chris. That was good. I'm glad you stepped back and let Natso do that. We said he was going to do it.
Oh, for sure.
Good job. All right, guys.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
See ya.
Oh, you didn't stop it?